A very warm welcome from our team, Second Floor Hackers. Our theme for this hackathon is medical and healthcare sector. So for our solution, the current situation in this sector is there are separate apps, separate solutions for doctors, patients, or medicine users in general, but there is no combined solution for all these problems together. So in our solution for this hackathon, we have developed an application which is completely secure as it is running on blockchain and it has decentralized access. Also, it is over in general, it is a one-stop destination for all your medical problems. So here, firstly, in the demo, we will try to create an account for medical store owner. For creating an account, we just need his email and a password. So here we enter the email for the store owner and a password which he'll choose. We will select the user type as store owner for this user. Now he has to verify his email once he has registered. After verifying, he will be redirected to this page, which asks him to log in to the using his email and password. Once he has logged in, on his first login, he will be displayed this page where he has to enter his own name, his store name, his phone number, the where his store is located, any landmark nearby to that, his store's address, city, and pin code. This information will be further used to display his store, pinpoint his store on the Google Maps to show if and the details would be explained further in the video. Now we will firstly save these details. As you can see, there is a MetaMask pop-up for this transactions as these details have been saved to blockchain. And now the dashboard part will be further continued by my friend Akshat.
Okay, so this is the dashboard for a medical store owner, and it shows all the statistics for the medical store. First of all, it shows the number of invoices which represent the transaction of the medical store owner buying medicines from a entity that is higher in the hierarchy, like a transporter, a manufacturer, or the distributor. So initially there are 0 invoices. Similarly, number of purchases represent the number of medicines sold by the medicine store. Which are also 0 initially, and we also show the profit for the medical store in the dashboard. Now moving on to the invoice. The invoice represents as told by me, the invoice represents the transaction between the medical store and the entity above it in the hierarchy. So we first of all type the distributor name, the bill number, the date, company name, discount, and total. And then we type the details about the medicines that the medical store is buying or is adding to its ledger. That is the medicine name, the quantity, the number of units of medicines, the price per medicine, MRP. And the other manufacturer details are as follows: the batch ID, which is used to track each transaction for the medicine, then the manufacturing date of the medicine, and the expiry date for the medicine. Yeah. So here, so now on clicking add more, we create an invoice table for the Dolo medicine. So this is shown as follows. And on clicking submit, the MetaMask pop-up opens up, and here we start initialize the transaction, and we confirm a transaction which adds the medicine to the blockchain and to the to this current medical store. So this functionality has been implemented on the Solidity, the smart contract in the backend blockchain, and the blockchain ledger has been deployed on the Matic Mumbai testnet. So this is the transaction receipt of the transaction that has been completed now. It shows the gas use in the transaction, the nonce, and the amount that is in Matic, the currency of the Matic Mumbai testnet. And it also shows the addresses of the smart contract and the address of the user that has initiated the smart contract, the transaction. Now on choosing they can just go back. Now on choosing on submitting the transaction, we get a PDF, that is the transaction receipt, or we can say the invoice receipt of adding the medicine to the store. So we now upload this receipt to the IPFS. IPFS is the interplanetary file system, which is a protocol and a peer-to-peer network for storing and sharing data in a distributed file system. So we start the transaction for the IPFS, and then we confirm it, and the transaction again it is processing on the Matic network. And yeah, after taking some gas, it will complete. So the file will get stored on IPFS, and we'll also retrieve it from IPFS through the Infura node. So this is the transaction receipt. And now, yeah, going to the, yeah, we'll show the inventory. Yeah, so the inventory now shows the medicine that we have added to the medical store, that is Dolo, price 25, quantity 18, and the expiry date. All these details have been fetched from the blockchain ledger. Now, yeah, this is here we have fetched the invoice, first invoice from the IPFS. So this data has directly been fetched from the IPFS using the Infura node. Okay. So now moving on to the dashboard. And now we'll move on to the billing part. Also, can you move back, Dev? Now also mentioning that the number of invoices have been increased from 0 to 1, because we have made one invoice and stored that on our blockchain through the transaction. So this is an increase in the this information also coming from the blockchain. Okay. So moving on to the billing part. So here this billing represents the transaction of buying a medicine from the medical store. Okay, so we have writing all the details, the date, then we'll choose the medicine, cough syrup in this case, and the quantity. So after submitting the one quantity, the transaction will be initiated on MetaMask. And after the completion of this transaction, that has the functionality of buying or purchasing a medicine will be accomplished. That has also been written on using Solidity smart contract on the blockchain deployed on Matic Movement testnet. So it would like after this, the quantity of this particular medicine will get updated on the blockchain ledger for this particular store. This is the transaction receipt for the transaction. Okay, so further Anuj will explain the further part. Thank you.
Now moving on, if any random user has to search for any medicines in his nearby vicinity, he will just go on the website and click the search medicines button on the nav. And from here, he just has to add the name of the medicine which he needs, and he has to click submit. So he will be able to see all the nearby medical stores which are providing this medicine and all the details associated with each store. As you can see, the email is present, the contact is present. Now can you pause for a bit? Yes. Now on the left hand side, as you can see that the locations, first is the user's location who is requiring the medicine, and next is the store's location. Everything is visible on the map, and even on clicking the red point, we can see the route on how we can traverse between these points. Yes, play. The same thing for aspirin, also any other medicine. The same thing is happening. If there is any store providing, it would be displayed in the table with its respective contact details. Now, in the case of blood donors, if someone needs to search for a particular blood type, he will just go on the website, click search donors. He will give the blood type which he requires. In this case, it's A positive. He will click on submit, and he will receive all the details of the donor who is also a part of this website, who has logged into the website. And if he is in the vicinity in the 10-kilometer radius, in this case we have used 10 kilometers as a radius. In that vicinity, if there is a donor or a medical store, both will be displayed. Yes. In this case, Siddhant is the donor, and all his respective details, contact, email, everything is displayed. Again, the same thing, the directions for his home or his home are visible. And if we change the blood type also B positive, again, if there is any donor, it would be visible on the screen. Now, so let's suppose if there is a blood group for which no donor is found through the website. In that case, what we can do is we have added an option to subscribe for updates. If there is a yes, if there is you can just provide your name and email and get the details to your email notification if there is any blood donor with that respective blood group in your vicinity. Same thing for search medicines also, there is a subscribe option there too. Now in case that a blood donor wants to register to a website, he just goes on and adds his email and password, and he'll has to just select the user type as blood donor, and a form will pop up. Yes, as you can see, you can skip a little bit there. Password, yes. So this form will pop up. He has to fill up this form regarding the address and all the details, his blood group, which is the most important thing, and click on save. After this, we are planning to add more to the donor side. We are planning to implement blockchain on the donor part of the dashboard, and we are also planning to give some rewards on every donation he makes, blood donation he makes. So we will try to implement this in the near future. And for this presentation, it's up to here only. Thank you for your patient listening. Bye.